The sun dips low in watercolor skies. A hush falls soft as the quiet tides rise. The world exhales in a gentle refrain. Let the sea wash away every pain. Whisper of the tides calling you home. Waves weave the peace where you've longed to roam. Feel the ocean sigh, let it all go. Under the painted sky where the breezes flow. Footprints vanish in the evening sand. Time surrenders to the sea's command. Glistening tears mix with salty foam. Here at the edge, you are never alone. Whisper of the tides calling you home. Waves weave the peace where you've longed to roam. Feel the ocean sigh, let it all go. Under the painted sky where the breezes flow. The ocean knows the name of your heart. Each crash of waves, a brand new restart. Let the horizon heal what it finds. The breeze untangles the knots in your mind. Whisper of the tides calling you home. Waves weave the peace where you've longed to roam. Feel the ocean sigh, let it all go. Under the painted sky where the breezes flow. The ocean knows the name of your heart. Each crash of waves, a brand new restart. Let the horizon heal what it finds. The breeze untangles the knots in your mind. The ocean knows the name of your heart. Each crash of waves, a brand new restart. Let the horizon The sea's a mirror to my soul tonight. Waves whisper secrets bathed in twilight light. The breeze combs through the tangled thought I keep. Healing whispers hum while the ocean speaks. Let the tide take the weight away. Feel the hurt dissolve with the ebb and sway. Every scar's a ripple that the waves embrace. In the arms of the sea I find my place. Let the tide take the weight away. Feel the hurt dissolve with the ebb and sway. Every scar's a ripple that the waves embrace. In the arms of the sea I find my place. Let go the anchors buried deep inside. Trust in the rhythm of the endless tide. Every storm must surrender to the calm. Find your shelter in the ocean's palm. Faded footprints trace where pain has been, but the tide carries them far from within. A canvas clean with every flowing wave. We're all part of the art the ocean gave. Let the tide take the weight away. Feel the hurt dissolve with the ebb and sway. Every scar's a rip that the waves embrace. In the arms of the sea I find my place. Waves roll in, they kiss the shore. Soft whispers call forevermore. Sky turns gold as the sun leans low. Healing hearts in its gentle glow. Oh, the tides, they know my name. Carry my sorrows, bury my shame. In the breeze my soul takes flight, falling in love with the fading light. Footsteps linger on the cool wet sand. Worries washed by the ocean's hand. Breath of life and salty air. Peace is found when the moment's fair. Oh, the tides, they sing so true, holding the old and birthing the new. In their lull I find my place, cradled by time's eternal embrace. Close your eyes, let go of pain. The sea will soothe the falling rain. Feel the rhythm, heartbeat slow, safe within the endless flow. gave me pieces, never promise. You knew the ways you broke my trust and said, be patient, love takes guts. I gave you time, I gave you grace. I sat in silence, made you space. But healing doesn't look like pause, and love should come with clearer cause. You could have changed, but you didn't. You could have shown up, but you hid it. You could have stayed, but played pretend, and let me bend and bend and bend. You knew the truth and still delayed. Hoped I'd stay while you just swayed. But I'm not asking you again. You could have changed, but you didn't. I used to think that love meant wait, meant giving time to shift your fate. But real love meets you where you are, not just when guilt becomes the scar. So no, I'm not the one to fix the cracks you kept with all your tricks. I gave you a chance, I gave you time, but never once did you choose mine. You could have changed, but you stalled. I gave it everything, you stalled. Now I've stopped reaching through the flame, I've stopped explaining through the blame. You had your moments, had your say, but healing doesn't work that way. So this is me, my final line. You could have changed, but now I'm fine. Soft and still, you left like pages torn in half. No warning text, no final laugh, no look behind, no honest line. Just faded slow and called it fine. I stayed replaying every scene, trying to guess what you had seen. I filled the blanks with every guess and wore your silence like a dress. But you left without explaining, and I'm done writing ends for you. I filled the blanks with every guess and wore your silence like a dress. But you left without explaining, and I'm done writing ends for you. I used to dream what you would say if you had stayed. If you had stayed. If you had stayed. But healing it isn't made of might, it's choosing peace without the fight. I'll never know what wasn't true. You left without explaining, but now I leave you too. I used to need a reason why, to stop the ache, to let it die. But closure doesn't always speak, sometimes it just stops feeling weak. I don't need the perfect line, I don't need the grand rewind. I only need to breathe and trust that letting go is still enough. You left without explaining, so I stopped chasing what it meant. Not every wound gets dressed in words, not every end gets to be heard. But I still heal without your say, and I still rise and walk away. I used to beg, but now I do what you never could. I leave me too. Me too. Me too. I stand between the life I've known and the future I can't yet own. The road is long, the sky is wide, but I'm scared to leave what's by my side. I see the world beyond the door, but I'm not sure I'm ready for more. The past still holds me, still feels near, but I know I can't stay here. Between here and there I stand, with empty hands and a broken plan. The past is safe, but it's not enough. The future's calling, but it's rough. Between here and there I fight, with fear and hope both in my sight. But in my heart I know the truth. I have to let go to find my youth. I thought the past would keep me whole, but now I see it's taking its toll. I need to step into the light and trust that I'll be alright. I can't stay here, I can't be still. The future's calling, and it will lead me where I need to go. I just need to trust, let it flow. Between here and there I stand, with empty hands and a broken plan. The past is safe, but it's not enough. The future's calling, but it's rough. Between here and there I fight, with fear and hope both in my sight. But in my heart I know the truth. I have to let go to find my youth. I've lived in shadows, But now I see the road ahead, the one I fear, the one I dread. The future calls, but it's unclear. The voice inside is full of fear, but in the silence I know the truth. I'm stronger now, I'll find my proof. I'm facing the unknown, I don't need to be alone. The fear inside can't hold me back. I'll walk the road I've never tried. I'm facing the unknown, and though it's hard to see, I know that I will find my way and trust the path that's meant for me. I used to run from what I'd find, afraid of leaving peace behind. But now I know the quiet's loud. It's time to step outside the crowd. I don't need to know what's next. I'll trust the steps, I'll trust my breath. The unknown's a place where I'll be free. It's where I'll grow, it's where I'll see. I'm facing the unknown, I don't need to be alone. The fear inside can't hold me back. I'll walk the road I've never tried. I'm facing the unknown, though it's hard to see. I know that I will find my way and trust the path that's meant for me. You said forever, then went quiet, left me standing in the riot. But time kept moving, roots ran deep, and I kept rising in my sleep. I watered pain with every tear, learned to grow without you near. And even though you walked away, I found my light inside the gray. They didn't stay, but I grew anyway. Built my own sun in softer ways. I didn't need them to believe, to plant my hope and let it breathe. I may have cracked, but then I climbed. Love didn't last, but I kept time. I don't regret the way I gave, but now I rise without the wave of wondering if I wasn't just a break. Some teach us what we need to make. And though they left before I flew, I still became my own brand new. So if they ask how I survived, I'll say I stayed and stayed alive. They didn't cheer, they didn't show, but I still learned to fully grow. They didn't stay, they walked away, but I kept rising anyway. Gentle tides are rolling near, salty breeze whispers in my ear. Broken hearts can mend with time, healing flows like a quiet rhyme. Oh, the ocean knows my sorrow, washing pain out for tomorrow. Every wave a soft embrace fills the cracks time can't replace. Golden hues caress my face, sunset wraps me in warmth and grace. The ache within begins to fade, shadows leaving as light cascades. Oh, the ocean knows my sorrow, washing pain out for tomorrow. Every wave a soft embrace fills the cracks time can't replace. Listen. The ocean hums a lullaby tonight. Tides are painting whispers in the light. Sand beneath my feet so soft it speaks. Healing waves soothe every tear that leaves. Let the breeze carry your pain away. Watch the sun kiss the ocean sway. Every ache dissolves with the tide. He will heal where the heart can hide. Salted air wraps round my weary soul. Pieces of me patch where the rippling rolls. Colors of the sky mend all that's torn. At this edge of the world, I'm reborn. Let the breeze carry your pain away. Watch the sun kiss the ocean sway. Every ache dissolves with the tide. I waited longer than I said, held the space inside my head, made excuses for your quiet, but silence can start a riot. You had the chance to just be near, to wipe the doubt and calm the fear. But love can't grow in empty air. It needs a heart that wants to care. If you had shown up, I would have stayed, I would have bent, I would have prayed. I wasn't asking for you to fix, just to be there through the mix. But time kept passing and you were late, and so I walked to save my fate. It wasn't drama, wasn't rage. It was the quiet turning page. You didn't break me when I left. You broke me more when you just let. They always ask why I walk through, but never question what you do. If love was there, it never spoke. It whispered once, then mostly broke. So let them talk or twist the thread. I know the truth of what I said. I would have stayed through storms and doubt, but only love can call me out. If you had shown up, I'd be near, but now I'm gone and crystal clear. I still cry at quiet things, the way your word can pull my strings. I still offer open hands, but now I choose where love can land. I didn't trade my heart for stone, but I don't bleed for every tone. I still feel the world too much, but now I pause before I touch. I'm still soft, but I'm not the same. I know my worth, I know my name. You'll feel my care, but not my chase. I've learned the weight of holding space, and if you leave, I won't explain. I'm still soft, but not the same. I used to twist to make it smooth, would break myself to not lose you. But softness isn't giving all, it's knowing when to let things fall. The kindness stayed, but now it's clean. It doesn't beg, it doesn't lean. And though I still believe in love, it starts with me before enough. So if I walk with slower grace, it's 'cause I've found my sacred place. You'll see my heart, but not my burn. I gave too much and had to learn. I didn't change to play a game. I'm still soft, but not the same. because I'm trying to win. It's not a wall, it's not a fight. I've just learned to hold me right. They call me cold when I don't rush, but they don't see the things I hush, the quiet parts I've tucked away that once were bruised by what they'd say. I'm not cold, I'm just guarding what's gentle. What I keep inside is sentimental. I won't lay my softness bare for hands that never learn to care. If I seem still or slow to bend, it's not that I don't feel, it's that I defend. There's a warmth beneath my skin, but I don't waste it to let it thin. If you want the light I keep, come softly, come deep. I've given open love before to those who left and asked for more. Now I stay behind the glass until I know you'll truly last. So don't mistake my steady tone as proof I want to be alone. I'm soft, I'm slow, I'm brave, I'm kind. I've just learned to draw a line. I'm not cold, I'm just guarding the flame that burns too true to give a name. So if you want the realest part, hold it slow and hold it smart. Soft piano like someone lighting a candle, not a fire. I used to give until I'd fade, bend my shape to keep them stayed. But this time I held on to me, even while loving deeply. I didn't twist to make it fit, didn't shrink or just submit. I opened wide but stayed intact. I loved but never turned my back. I loved without losing myself, didn't hide me on the shelf. I didn't beg to be enough, I just showed up, soft and tough. And if it ended, that's still true. I didn't disappear for you. To call it strength to break, to vanish for another's sake. But love that cost your voice and name is just a sweeter kind of pain. So here I am, still breathing clear, still whole though you're not here. Maybe that's the best I've been. I stayed with me and still let let you in. So if you ask what I would change, not the love, not the range. I gave it pure, I gave it real, but never let it steal the wheel. I loved with depth, with hope, with skin, but I stayed me, and that's my win. We didn't write the longest book, we only shared a few close looks, but in those pages I still find something that was warm and kind. We didn't build a house or vow, but I still think of here and now. And though the road was short and fast, not every love is meant to last. It wasn't enough for forever, but it was real, and I'll remember the way you laughed, the way we tried before the part where both hearts sighed. We didn't grow, we didn't climb, but we were true for that short time. You weren't my always, that's now clear, but you were something close and near. And maybe love that doesn't stay still teaches us a softer way. We never said this was the end, we just let go and didn't bend. But that won't mean I'll call it fake. Some real things still have hearts that break. So when I smile or miss your tone, it doesn't mean I feel alone. It just means I was really there and felt something that left me bare. It wasn't built to stand the trial, but it was real for a little while. Soft piano like the hush before a memory returns. I've loved in rooms where no one stayed, held hands that always slipped away. I've whispered hopes into the dark and let them burn without a spark. I've waited for a softer voice, for someone else to call it choice, but all I had was empty air, so I became my own repair. I still love with everything that's left of me. It's not because I've never bled, it's just I know what love is said. I love like rain that keeps the earth even after drought and dirt. I show up even when I shake, because I know what hearts can make. Don't call it weakness when I stay. It takes more strength to not look away. I still believe in what can grow, even when the roots don't show. So here I am, and I'm still true again, even through you. I carry what they left behind and still give warmth when I should hide. I still love with what remains, and that to me is how I've stayed. Soft piano like the sound of a memory exhaling. There was a time I went so quiet, even I forgot how to try it. The light in me was buried deep, but even then she didn't sleep. She whispered dreams beneath the dirt. She held my breath through every hurt. The world saw silence, called it weak, but underneath she still would speak. The girl I buried is the reason I'm still here. She held the hope I couldn't steer. She tucked away what I forgot and kept it safe when I could not. She wore the dark so I could glow, and gave me roots so I could grow. I didn't lose her, she went low to plant the strength I'd need to know. She took the shame and made it light, so I could rise and feel what's right. Now when I walk with open hands, it's her who taught me how to stand. She didn't break, she didn't flee. She buried deep to carry me. The girl I buried, it still lives in my name. She kept my fire, she held my flame, and now I walk because she still I shine. It's because her heart still beats in mine. Soft piano, like wind, stirring curtains in an empty room. You came in quiet, stayed so light. You never tried to hold me tight, but somehow in the in-between, you painted pages I still see. We didn't last, we didn't try, but you still live in parts of sky. A phrase, a song, a sudden place still brings the shadow of your face. You didn't stay long, but you still change me. Not with vows, but subtly. You didn't carve your name in stone, but somehow I don't feel alone. Even now your ghost remains, a gentle shift I can't explain. You didn't promise, didn't lie. You just let time pass me by. And though we never spoke of more, my heart still knocks that half-closed door. It wasn't deep enough to break, but deep enough to still awake the part of me that loves too fast and holds on long after the last. So if you think you meant too small, that you were barely there at all, just know your name still finds my mind in quiet hours, soft and kind. You didn't stay, but still you be a part of how I came to me. I always said I'm fine alone. I held my hurt in quiet tone. I wiped my tears before they fell and taught myself how not to tell. I wore my strength like armor tight, but even stars can dim their light. I kept it all so locked inside and never let my ache be tied. It's not weak to want to be held, to need a hand when things aren't well. I used to flinch at my own need, but now I breathe and let it bleed. It's not wrong to want soft skin, to say please. me stay. Please let me in. I don't need saving to be seen. I don't need loud to be serene. But when I shake and can't stand tall, it helps to lean and not lose all. I'm not ashamed to reach this time, to whisper help and call it mine. I'm still strong when I let go and ask for arms to hold me slow. So if you see me bend and cry, don't call it wrong, don't question why. It's not weak to want the care, to let love hold what's heavy there. I've carried much, but now I tell, it's not weak to want to be held. I used to wonder what she'd say if she could see my life today. The girl I was, with quiet hands, who drew her dreams in shifting sand. I thought she'd flinch at what I've done, the things I lost, the things I've run. But when I close my eyes and breathe, I feel her nod and not leave. The girl I was is still rooting for me, from every scar to every plea. She's in the way I try again, in every breath that doesn't bend. She sees my steps as brave and true, even when I've doubted too. She held a hope so wide and deep, and I still carry what she'd keep. The laugh, the ache, the way she broke, it's all in me, like quiet smoke. She never left, she never judged. She kept the door still fit. So if I fall or lose my way, I know she's near, not far away. The girl I was still walks inside, not in shame, but in pride. She dreamed of this before I knew, and every day she roots me through. I used to wonder how you slept, if pieces of me ever crept into your silence late at night. But now I know you felt it light. You didn't flinch when I went still. You didn't chase, you never will. And all the weight I carried through was never something held by you. It was deep for me, 'cause I was the one who dived. You stayed surface while I survived. I wrapped my ribs around that bond, but you were gone before I was gone. You didn't forget, you just didn't fall like I did at all. I traced the shape we never named, and still believed you felt the same. But feelings felt without return, our lessons more than what we earned. I don't regret what lived in me, I don't resent what couldn't be. I just now know that depth takes two, and I dove deep without you. So if you pass and seem just fine, it's not your fault. You stayed the line, but I went down where you stayed dry, and now I rise without the why. It was deep for me, and that's okay, but I don't swim where love won't stay. I've come so far from where I was. I've breathed through storms I didn't cause. I've learned to rest instead of run, but some days still feel undone. I've stitched my heart 1,000 ways. I've held my hope through long soft days, but healing isn't just a line. It curves, it slows, it takes its time. Healing doesn't mean I don't still hurt sometimes, or feel the ache in quiet signs. It doesn't mean I never cry or have no tears left in the sky. I'm still allowed to bend and break without it meaning I'm too late. Some days I glow and feel brand new. Some days I shake and split in two, but both are real and both are mine. They walk together all the time. I'm not behind when pain comes near. I'm not less healed for holding fear. I've made it far and still I feel, and that's what makes the healing real. So if I fall on a softer day, if old wounds hum in newer ways, I won't pretend they shouldn't stay. I'll sit beside them anyway. Healing's not a perfect climb. It just means I try each time. They said too loud when I spoke clear. They called me soft for showing fear. They didn't know the weight I hold, or how my light refused their mold. I shrunk myself to keep them close, dimmed every part they needed most. But all that truth I tried to hide was never wrong, just too wide. I was never too much. They just weren't ready for a love that deep. a truth that's steady, for tears that spoke, and joy that sang, for a heart that bloomed without their plan. I'm not a flame they had to tame. I'm the whole sky they couldn't name. I wore their silence like a coat, held every note inside my throat. But now I rise with open hands and bless the girl they couldn't stand. I'm not too much, I'm just complete. I feel the world beneath my feet, and if they leave or call me wrong, I'll still belong to where I'm strong. So if you meet my open soul and think it asks for too much hold, just know I'm done with shrinking